Hi, hello everyone. This is Invasion Animation. I am still working on my comic, but I'm deciding, hey, I want to draw a dwarf now, just to see how it would look. Wait, let me see. Is this fine? I think that's fine. Let's just move that down to there. That should be good. All right, so let's go down to tree. These are basically I recorded myself making these, so I'm gonna actually put these into a playlist for later. Not a playlist, time lapse. Then once then once I'm done with it, I'm actually going to put it into a time lapse, and I'm going to comment in it if I remember correctly. Just some lore about these guys. I don't think these guys are gonna be canon, like in the fairy universe, or like in the universe that I planned for this. But maybe just doing this for fun. Alright, so I'm gonna something I'm forgetting. And I did a brand new start of the software. Should have everything fine and ready. So I think everything should be about good now. Not certain though. Alright, well, alright, let me undo this. Well, actually do that. What's up, Hip? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Now, what these are the deep cave creatures. So, imagine this in a cave. I built two different versions. This one is one I already built off camera. As you can see, this is a fairy, but it evolved differently. Since it spent so much time in the cave, it lost its eyes while its sensory antennas grew. It uses it to smell and hear all throughout the cave. But when they're not underground, they hold their antennas with two of their grabbers here, and then they fly. They only have one set of wings now because there's just no need for two in the cave. Alright, so this one is a different version. Alright, so let's do the claws. Because, fairies, they're a social species. Forget if the term was eusocial, but I think social is accurate enough. But, yeah, so this social species, they all basically live together. This one is still like that. All of them clumped up together, trying to help each other survive. This one is a predatory fairy. It is not social whatsoever, and whenever it sees a non-fairy, there's a 50% chance it eats it or it mates with it. So in theory, one of these normal fairies could probably find one of these guys and possibly teach it how to be fairy-like. And a human could teach a ape how to do it. Alright, so they would have feet kind of like this. Like so. Alright, so as you can see here, they use their hands to stand on instead of their legs. Because their legs, they're basically very small. So what they do is they fly and they use their arms to grab whatever prey they can. And if there's multiple prey, they grab what they can and then they just kill it and hold it so that they can continue and have extra stuff to eat later on. Alright, so we got this here. And I'm wondering if maybe these guys should have both their wings, both sets. Since these guys live in a cave, these ones are going to be like bioluminescent. So they will not like worry about any of the tins here. Alright. So they still have like eyes and everything. Alright, so let's see. I don't think I should make their wings bioluminescent, should I? Probably not. I think I'll probably just change its wings to look kind of spindly at the bottom. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so that's good like so. Alright, we're still gonna have it have like a lack of pigment, but it's gonna be able to have like a slightly larger amount of pigment to it. As you can see, since it's glowing, it's not glowing just yet, but it's gonna glow. It has more stuff to it. Alright. Alright, so I'm thinking like just a regular old blue color should be just fine with this. Alright, so let's do that. Oh, good. Okay, so back to this. See, back to 2. Alright. Maybe I can make it slightly more pale. And that looks like it's just blended in a tad too much. That works. Alright, there we go. Let me up that just slightly. Alright, there we go. Then let's just finish it off with this and this. We're gonna make both of them a little more pale. Yeah, I need to also fix the eyes for this one. I'll just do it quickly. Alright, to the peoples. There we go. Now it's not purple. It's blue as it should be. It's barely a difference, but it's necessary. Actually, purple eyes can stay on him. This Andor is getting the blue treatment. Alright. Well, that's that. So let's get back to this. Hey. Alright, so let's do that. Then we just make this a little bit more blue. And let's actually get their teeth. Wonder if I should make their teeth white. Oh, let's actually make their teeth like blue too. Like real blue. Right, that should work. Maybe a little bit like that. Right, perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and fill in the teeth now. I have like their fans extended more than usual for the fairies, so these ones are different. Let's actually get their mounts done too. Alright, that should be good. Let's just end some of these dark lines. Light lines, I should say. Alright, so that's good. Let me see if I'm being heard fine. I'm still not really hearing myself. That's good. Let me see if I'm being heard fine. Yeah. Alright. Let's actually get the same like light purple wings. For those of you that don't know, their skeletons are kind of purple. These fairies here. So let's go ahead and do that. These guys stand on their hands now instead of on their feet like the normal ones, because it's just easier for these ones to stand on their hands. They don't really fly as often as normal fairies do. Right, so that's good like that. Let's get this. Make it just slightly darker. Like around that should be good. Alright, so here we go. And then let's do this. Since these winds are basically transparent in my eyes. Like that's just a stand-in for transparency, these blue winds. I'm wondering if I should make them real like skinny and bony, like this. Because it's not like they're gonna eat all that often. So let's close that up. Alright, so cut all of the tins. Alright, there we go. And nearly there. Alright, that looks better. Alright, let's go ahead and make another layer here. Alright, and then let's also do this. I'm gonna blur it, and it should ideally create the function that I wanted it to. I don't think I'm gonna have the winds be glowing too. Like, these antennas are meant to like attract prey towards it. Right, so blurs. The good old Gaussian blur should do the trick. Right, let's do it a little bit more. Actually, let's not blur it just quite yet. So let's do that and lower the alpha just a tad. Just to add like a slight effect, like a slight center to it. Just that. Then I'll just do it for only the middle there. Alright, that should be good. Let's blur it. There we go. It added like a very slight glow to it. It's like a blink and you will miss it type of thing. Let me see if I can make it a little bit stronger. Right, so white. Now we blur. Alright, there we go. I think that's about good. Then they just shut their mouth whenever they need to eat, and that'll be good for them. Alright. These guys can't control like the intensity of whatever they do, of any glow they take on. I was thinking about like making like one that isn't related to fairies whatsoever, but I might do that if I don't end up streaming. Alright, so let me just go ahead and head on to the editing. Alright, here we are. Alright, let's get back to it. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Alright. It's a stream back now? Like, what the heck? It's crashing like crazy. I don't know what happened. Alright. Oh, we have, the heck? What happened to this one? So the sky is fine. Purple is fine. Why the heck is he that color? Alright. Well, I guess that's that then. Problem solved. Alright. Yeah, but I watched the final season for Upload, and it was pretty decent. I liked it. I followed the series for quite some time, and it paid off well. If you don't want spoilers, just cover your ears for a bit. But the main, just skip ahead for like 2 minutes, or a meal for 2 minutes. So the main character, he ends up dying after being tortured like crazy in the machine. So yeah, you'd think it would be obvious to anyone that uploading your mind to a machine is idiotic. But they covered that in the show, and that guy got his brain broken horribly, and then he ended up still dying anyway. So I think that was a good message to send off with. And it's kind of poetic since the guy was meant to die like throughout the entire series, like be dead. But it's a shame that he went out like that. But it is an ideal message to send to folks. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Sup, so haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Alright, so I'm doing this right now. Let's see, so I drew these two. I should just leave a mark in here. And so I did those two. I need to choose one of them to hold this down. I'm good. Alright, I am doing good too, so. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good as well. Alright, so, like, how are things? Let me see. Hey, I want at least some of these babies to survive. Because I just don't see her throwing all of them, but maybe she would, who knows. Alright, anyways. Alright, let's not have all the guards, let's have this guy survive, so... let's have this guy here hold him down. And so let's put him down. This guy with his toothpaste looking haircut. Let's move him right down to here. Excuse me. I may be going on a road trip too. That is awesome, so. I used to go on a road trip like fairly often. I just went on one kind of recently. But like road trips are quite nice. Just got like the open road. Especially nice if like you're with like a whole bunch of other folk. Excuse me. But yeah, like road trips are a fun time. It's out on the open road, watching all kinds of nature pass by. I like it. I should make this this fairy bigger. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Hopefully, no. Let's see. No, that's there with the spider. Going to South Dakota. Let's see, South Dakota. I am horrible at geography, so I am not sure where that is. I know it's in America, though. I'm like 80% sure of that. Based on the name, I assume it's in the South. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I'll just draw him, anyways. Alright, so let's do this here, kind of like this. Yeah, it's by the border of Canada. Oh, it's actually not then. Oh, that's neat. That was like way different from where I was thinking. But yeah, it must be nice and cold like in South Dakota. I haven't like heard much about it, so I assume it's kind of like a rural, or I am unable to say that word. Farmland. Not farmland, but like, you know what I mean. Like, not too many cities out that way. Alright, so we're gonna do this here, and this. Kind of like Texas, like a rural type place, basically. And let me see, got there, that's fine. Right, this one, I think this fairy is gonna be a teenager. Right, so let's do that there. Actually, that's 2 turns. His antenna needs to be just slightly thicker. Right, there we go. I think they call it South Dakota because it's out of North Dakota, but I don't know. Yeah, that's what I think too. Alright, so with each like tick of this, it's like 1 decade for a fairy. So this man right here is 30, between 30 and 40. Or this one here is between 20 and 30. And if they don't have any ticks, that means they're not even 10 yet. Alright, so let's go ahead and have this here. Alright, so that's good like that. By the way, I did some speculative evolution of the fairy to see like what I think would happen if it evolved in like a deep dark cave, basically. And this is like what happened. Actually, I can simulate it slightly better. Alright, so let's do black and just add this. See, like that's basically how it would look in the cave. So like just imagine it in the dark, and then all of a sudden you see this glowing blue light. You all of a sudden think that, oh boy, that's the skylight. We must be out of here soon. And then as you creep closer and closer and closer to the light, you start to see it's not that. It's actually 2 long strings. And then you see an opening smile. And then the last face you ever see is this. Unless you slap it away. These fairies are only 2 inches after all. And these are actually slightly smaller than the normal 2-inch fairy. So they're like 1.5 inches. That is terrifying in a good way though. Thank you. I enjoy making like scary stuff. And this is like my other idea of it, where they just have bigger antennas but no glow. But I'm more proud of this one. I was thinking about like making dwarves and stuff to the series, like not like real life dwarves. I'm talking about like the fictional kind that lives in mountains and stuff, mountains and caves. So I was thinking about like making it like an offshoot of the fairy, but I still like choosing. I might change it, make it its own like entity. Alright, so do that. I don't know what that face is that I just created, but I'm just gonna let him keep it. It's funny. Alright, so let's do that like so. Alright, let's actually move that up just a tad, and boom. There we go. Yeah, but I've been having so many streaming issues recently, and I have no clue how to fix it. Like, I fixed almost all of it yesterday, but then it just crashed on me randomly, and I had no way of stopping it. So there was a poll that I wanted to ask my audience, but I can't recall what it was, because I did not write it down. Alright, so let's do... not quite. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so we got that right there. And then let's just have like his other arm stretched out over to there. Alright, that's a wee bit too thin, so we're just gonna go with this and hope everything works out fine. Alright, there we go. Took a while for me to get there, but finally did it. Right, so let's do this too. Right. Let's make him pink. I just wanted to make sure everything is fine. Like, hopefully my audio isn't glitching out. I got a brand new pair of headphones for this because it kept on like getting glitches. Like, that's the first time that actually the me talking part broke before the me like hearing things part broke. So yeah, that's pretty surprising. Let's see. Let's actually increase that a little bit. But I really like the Gravity Falls. That's where this voice is coming from. That voice that just played. It's from an old show called Gravity Falls. And let me just say, that is one of the best shows that Disney ever made. Like, it's one of the best cartoons, like, in general. And so I think this should be fine. So let's do that. Alright, so what these fairies, this is just like a one-shot comic. One shot is basically like a comic that's like one page long, and this is all just one page right here. Like, multiply this by 9 and that would be what I consider one comic. And like, if I were to make a physical release, I would need like 3 of those 9 page ones. So that would be 27. So yeah, that would be good. I did not check the thumbnail. Alright. Just checked it, and it should be this, though. Because that's what I wanted it to be. Alright, so let's see. It's actually... I think that's fine. Let's have him lean in just a little bit. But let me just do that, and let's see how that would look. That's fine. And so let's do this and this. I did draw this guy with boots. Alright. Well, that's good to know. But one thing that I am kind of glad that Upload touched on to was like the idea that like artificial intelligence is bad, but there is a chance of it being good, but it cannot be like under corporate control. And so that's basically it, like how the show ended. But personally, I don't know about all of that. I still think the humans should be in charge, but I feel like the way it ended was probably the best that it could do. Alright, so let's actually get this and that should be good. Let's go to about here. This about here. Right, there we go. Wait, did I miss something in the chat? I don't think I did. Let me listen and see if I'm hearing myself fine. Alright. Let's actually lower this just ever so slightly. Alright, so there we go. Like a fly landing on my finger. Alright. Let's get that. Let's see, what was I looking for? Oh yeah, his green shoes. Yeah, my eyes are getting a tad sleepy. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so that should be good. Alright, let's actually do that. Alright, so there we go.
Ugh, I'm so bored. These games are starting to feel like chores. But some triangle guy came up with a new game he found. Instead of just
So, anyways, back to this. Sup for Lactic, welcome to the stream.
Playground.
Made a video, probably gonna make it into a time lapse. Wait, did I say welcome to the stream to Social as well? Welcome to the stream, Social, and welcome to the stream for Lactic. Let's see, that's good right there. Alright, let's just add the wins to the fella. And then we can do the bass. Keep on falling asleep a little bit. Alright, anyways. You know that YouTube playlist only have 201 limited numbers by counting it. I don't know about all that. I don't think I have like some really big playlists and they haven't been limited just yet. But maybe they are doing that to like some accounts now. Okay. You watch playlists? Yeah, I do. Alright, I need to drink something. Because I am amazed. Excuse me, I'm just sleepy already. Okay, I only just started. Watch the video. So you didn't watch with 300 and 500 video playlists? I have seen, I have made and watched videos with playlists that long. Like for example, like a long time ago, I actually watched the Diamond Dimensions from Dan TDM. I think that one has like 300 videos, if I remember correctly, something like that. But yeah, I watched all of them before. I was planning on rewatching that series, but with YouTube's AI age verification, it's best to stay away from videos made for kids. Just in case. Personally, I think it's a ploy to get all of our IDs. But it might not be. So may as well give them the benefit of the doubt while I still have at least some modicum of power. Oh, it's happened already. Alright. Yeah, I have seen and watched like playlists with over 300 watch hours. Not watch hours, 300 videos. Right, I'm gonna be right back. Just a moment. Okay, I am back now. Alright, let's catch up on the chat. I'm lucky we am not from Western country, which how my Privacy Act everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, the West, it really is losing its mind these days. They are going like so much into the authoritarian route. I think I said that correctly this time. Alright, so let's get back into this. Alright. Should be fixed now, hopefully. Alright, so that should be good. Alright, I think that's good. That's good. That's good. Just 3 folks here. I should have this guy flying. So let's just do that now. So just a fairy flying in the back. Let's go to tools for this one. I remember when I was like making another design for the fairies. I made a pole. I used to make poles before like poles were a thing on the channel. I just use like videos instead. Maybe I could go back to doing that because people, they see videos a lot easier than they see polls. Alright, so we're gonna do this. On with that. Let's do just the air poking out there. And just this. I remember the polls on videos, yeah. The polls are everywhere. 2021 now. Disappeared like nothing happened. Yeah. I think they were just implemented for everyone back in those days, but then they decided to just not like push it as easily. Because I do get polls like a lot from other creators, but it doesn't happen with any of the smaller ones for some reason. Alright, so we got this like this and this like that. So we got that there. Just the stream crashing again. Alright, that's good. Oh, oh. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so let's do that. Then we have this. Alright, let's see. I think that should be fine. It's night here, so why are you already tired in the day? I don't have a sleep schedule. Just wake up and go to sleep. I only sleep like 3 hours a day. Yeah. So that's basically that. I haven't slept this time for, I want to say like 16 hours, but that's relatively normal. Alright, let me skip that one. Oops. Alright. Let's observe the fly. Ah, there's the fly. Let's just have that like that. So that's good like that. I like doing sleep schedule too. That's nice. Yeah, I think folks should just like sleep when they want to sleep. Like that would be like a neat society. Like society doesn't like have sleep schedules. They just have like cycles of work where people just do the work when they just happen to be awake. Like say, oh, you're awake now, like at 3 a.m. Just go to the store and you'll be fine. Or if you're awake at like 7 a.m., they do the same thing. I think that would be pretty neat. In order to encourage like 9 hours to not have to go and be awake during the day. And it's nice for insomniacs as well. I think I'm probably gonna make this guy a tad smaller. Alright, so let's do this and this. My neck. Games makes you never sleep. Yeah, I haven't really played too many games recently, but I just can't sleep all on my own. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually color in the wind color and just do that for him too. These winds are basically transparent. I also did some work on a tin, but I think I'm gonna make like a time lapse of it, but I already showed some of it on stream, so why not? So I'll show you in just a bit. So I was into like some speculative evolution, and I decided to make these two. These are like doors, but they evolved from fairies. So like this here is a normal fairy. I played a game called Domination. Started at 12 and now it's 4 a.m. Dang, that is a long time, my dude. But hey, I did the same thing for Fallout 4 back in the day. Right, but yeah, let me see. So like this is a dwarf, basically evolved from a fairy. Yeah, it's not too scientific, but it is like just a little something. So with these dwarves, they basically have like heightened senses where they use this one uses his ears to basically listen to the noises his mouth make when he flies. But when he's on the ground, he just uses his antennas to like feel for stuff and feel like for like echoes and vibrations on the ground much more effectively. It also has claws compared to the normal fairy. So yeah, and this one also has claws, but this one is more like predatory. So like this one, for example, this one would not like be in a society. This one is like a scorpion, lives all on its own except for when it's time to mate. And you can see that this one like stands on his hands. So that's like its main walking apparatus, and it uses its bottom two arms as its normal arms, and it uses its feet as like arms too. But this time it uses it to just grab onto prey and just hold them while it kills them in the sky. And then it just eats them, and then whatever it can't eat, it actually just keeps on holding it until it's ready to eat some more. It also uses that to like hold its offspring whenever it has it, because these guys should have like 4 offspring as well. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, and this also has bioluminescence to attract prey to it. This is how it would look in the dark. So like you would see like this, you would see like, hey, there's some light coming through, and you would think that, hey, it must be safe. And then you just keep on going towards the light. You see that it's string, not really a way out. And then the last thing you see is this guy just biting your face off. But these guys are like 1.5 inches tall because they're slightly smaller than the fairies. Alright, so I'm going to have to remember to do that because I'm going to actually voice that time-lapse video instead of just posting it with some music. Alright, so let's get this. Okay, decided ain't doing nothing. Alright, but let's just do that. I feel like his ears were bigger in that other drawing, so I'll probably make it just a tad bigger. Alright, that worked. Let's make this back to black. My favorite speculative evolution was Altered Earth. For me, my favorite one is actually one I'm rewatching recently called The Future is Wild. It also got a spin-off series in 2007 with the exact same name, except this one was for kids, but it had more of a story to it, so I also like that one too. So I like both of those series. They were pretty good. The original one came out in 2002. Oh, when I'm almost asleep, made up song that starts playing and closing my eyes. Yeah, Yeah, I just get like real tired when I sleep too, and I'm starting to. So we got that. It happened again. I got 2 songs while almost asleep. Green does that. I think you're saying like sometimes like music pops into your head when you're about to sleep, or like when you're sleeping, like you fall asleep to some kinds of music. Kind of similar in that second way where like I fall asleep to some music, but not all music. Just like the music that are like very, very like bad for the most part. Good music, it just keeps me up, and I like it. Alright, so let me see. Alright, so that's good there. Let's finally draw that fish. I think it might be time for the reference photos. Oh, that's gone. Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. So, let's go ahead and just zoom up to this. The one that I want is down here. I'm just gonna do the top half of this head for now. No mouth just yet. So let's go to tree and sorry. And the real one kind of makes it look like a frog. Alright, so I'm gonna just copy this one down. I'm just gonna do it like how I would. Instead of focusing on the reference photo, I'm just gonna use myself as a reference. So we're just gonna do this and this. We saw that apparently these guys have some kind of color their irises, so you might get like a slight amount of color there. So I'm gonna do that. Right, let's also do this. Make that right. And so that should be good. The earworm that plays in my head. I feel like I should be a musician. Oh, you should definitely try to. Like, there's all kinds of like free music programs think there was one called LMMS or something like that. But like, there's all kinds of ones that you can find, like if you look. So you should definitely just try to become one, because I think it would be pretty neat. Right. So let's see. I think that's fine like that. So let's actually have like a little bit of bump rate here. Just to show like that's a skill or something like that. Even though I don't think it was that high, but it kind of was, so I'm just gonna leave that like that. And let's actually connect it up so it's a little easier. Alright, so let's find where I left that, so let's undo that. So, right, word bubbles, got it instantaneously. I don't know why it was taking so long to tolerate that. Oh, there it is. That was selected. Alright. Well, that's better. Here we are. And so that's that there. Let's actually go and where is it? Phone. Let's do that. Alright, let me. Alright. Thought I was gonna be behind on chat, but I'm pretty seeing it. Alright, so I think that should work. Alright. I'm gonna turn on this massager. Alright. Hopefully y'all don't mind the sound if it is coming through the microphone. Alright, so let me see. got that. Let's actually get a nice darkness to it. And so golden. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do that. So let's do that. Alright, so that should be pretty good. Oh my. Alright, so let's do that.
Barriers are broken! The free worlds lay bare and open! You can run, you can hide, but nothing can escape our light! For we have arrived!
So that should be good. Shrinking them down ever so slightly. Alright. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so I think I basically did it for that one. So we're gonna go to here. Basically have them move over to there. So now I have to draw the fish eating the boat. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's move this over a bit. Need to draw the bass like attacking the boat. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna draw the bass first and then worry about the pole and all of that. Alright, so let's do that. So let's go to fish. Let's wait a second. Right, let's go to sky. Do the fish now. There kind of looks like a rock right there, but I like it. So let's do that, this. So that's better, more disturbances in the water. That should be good enough. My hand is numb. Alright, so here we... The fuck? Did it get cropped? Alright. Alright. Let's just make sure that everything is in place. And so that guy's there. Broken bolts. Let's see. Them and their minnows and stuff. And the waves. like the waves should be a little bit more disturbed, so person very late. I'm on a call with a friend. Alright, Maddie too. That's fine. Alright. Oh, thank you for stopping by. Alright, so let's see. Let's actually do this now. So, let's open this up. So, just gonna do this. The mouse got big lips. The bass got big lips, I mean. So, that should be good. I hope you are having a good day. Also, what did you think of God's menu, man? I thought it sounded good. Alright, so, let's see. Right. I'm having a good day. Feel sleepy as heck already. How are you, Maddie too? My neck is hurting me. I need to take some medication. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that real quick. Alright. I'm in pain, but it's nowhere near that much pain, so it's fine. Well, it's still pretty good. Alright. Let's drink this. And open. Excuse me. Alright, let's now let's read the chat. Just a second. This tips because of school. Tired because of school. Yes. It can be exhausting at times. I remember for a while, I don't know which grade, but for a while in school, I actually took naps like as soon as I got back home. Alright, so there's the top lip of the fish. Alright. I notice how its gills kind of bulge out, so I should do my best to try to copy that. Excuse me. And so we're gonna do that. I should probably I'll move the boat a little. So let's and I drew that in sky instead of fish. I don't know why I'm this sleepy. Alright, so copy that, close, fish paste. That reminds me of SpongeBob. Alright, building is about right. Let's move this over. I'll tilt it. Alright, that and Right here should be good. Alright, so that's looking good there. Let's see if I can get like the bulbs to pop out. Right, building, don't want that. Let's go to fish. Alright, so here we go. Let's do that. Just about. And this. We're gonna do this to about right here. And that's gonna be full of pink stuff. Let's also have the bottom be kinda like this. And since the eyes kinda bulge out, we're gonna do that. Let's just close down the words. I can add them in later. So let's just move the words over. Because I'm gonna forget where those beautiful scales are. Alright, so here we are. Must be a big fish if it can eat a boat. Yeah, most definitely. It is a largemouth bass. It's gonna eat all these fairies here. These fairies are like 2 inches tall, so basically any creature can eat them. And so let's see. It's actually, let me consult this other looking of it. Alright, so that looks good there. I was gonna like make it open like wider, but I think it's fine like this. Alright, so let's see how that would look. Like just add in like a tip here. Like it goes off to like this. And like that. I think that could be interesting. Alright, so back to fish. Alright, so but yeah, it's a real big fish. Alright, so let's go ahead and get like the sea bass eyes here. Yeah, like I'm not really trying to make it all too realistic. This is like a side comic. I already pulled it. People say they don't want to like see like a series of side comics. So this is just gonna be like the one and only sign that I make of this. So it's just gonna have these fairies at work, and they're gonna basically die because there's a fish trying to eat them. So like what it is was it's gonna have like a whole bunch of fish, not a whole bunch of fish, a whole bunch of fairies, just having their jobs in their whole society. Like the spider keepers, these fishermen, all kinds of stuff like that. Imagine to catch that big tin and cook it. Yeah. That'd be cool if like one of them actually manages to catch it. What's up, Aped Green? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, that would be like a really good meal if they managed to actually catch it. But like it's borderline impossible with these fairies technology. Alright, so let's see. That should be good like that. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, let's have the fin start to go like here. And like this.
Tonight to our show. We're glad we got to spend some time with you all, from the frogs to the demons and those witches at the back. Let's run that one more time, yeah? Alright, folks.
Alright.
So how about that?
I love me some cooked fish. Yeah, same here. I really enjoy like a whole lot of fish. Pick my favorite. And instantaneously, the sound, the name of it just went away from me. I think they call it it's a fillet of something, but I like making fish sandwiches out of it. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, I am wildly sleepy. But I know that I would instantly wake back up the second I'm not streaming. Excuse me. Alright, let's see. Let's have like this fin open out in that direction. Alright, so basically like that, and then we just have... Alright, let's go to tools and just have this like that. So like, from what I remember about like fish, like, these are like pre-cut fish that I like. But like, the fish that I saw, I haven't seen it in a while. Like, whenever I text the girls, they always had these lines in them. So that's gonna be that represented. So we're gonna have this here. This about here. And I'll just do my best to trace the line. Alright, and let's also do this too. Actually, that's fine like that. Alright, so that's good. And erase this. Let's see. Who do you think has the best voice in Stray Kids Garden menu when you listen to my map? Let's see. I just listened to the song. I wasn't really paying attention to which person was singing. But, let's see. So, I don't really know. But I really like the deep voice. But yeah, I was just listening and vibing with the song. I didn't pay too much attention to like who sang specifically. Let me move this right here. Alright, so let's see. That looked fine. So we got this here, this here. Now they have like teeth at the back of their mouth, so even though it's not gonna be accurate, I'm just gonna make this teeth look more to my liking. So I'm just gonna have like these tiny little fine teeth at the top here. Just like this. Actually, it doesn't have anywhere near that much in the photo. Because like these tins here are teeth. Why did I click that? Alright, that's fine. But these tins here are teeth. I was gonna like have more of it show up, but then I decided, I think that's fine as it is. Right. So Felix, since he's the one with the deep voice. Yeah, Felix. Yeah, so that is my favorite voice on there. Let me put this right here. Alright, Bloom. Alright, so Yeah, since the insides of the mouth are kind of white, I can just do that. Alright, so let's do, let's just make that slightly green. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, so that's good there. Let's go to beep, 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 beep. Alright, hotkeys ain't working right now. Alright, so that's that, I guess. Alright, so now change to make them out kind of pinkish. Alright, so now we're gonna have this. You know what? It doesn't match. I'm gonna make it kind of green in there. Gonna make it kind of dark too. I'll make this part slightly lighter. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, I agree there. Yeah, Felix did have like a real nice sounding voice to me. Alright, so let me see here. Alright, so I think I can get away with not using the references anymore. Like maybe I should have like had them poof out like a bit more. Like maybe have the fish go to like there instead. I don't know. Seems like they kind of poof out. I'll just do that and this and call it a day. So let me just erase this here. But a show that I found recently is called The Yogi Bear. The original one from 1960 something. It's a pretty good show. Plus this bear and he's just goes and does all kinds of stuff in the park of Jellystone. They made reboots of it, but personally I think the reboot sucked. The original was good. And then they also paired it with these other short cartoons that I had no idea about. There's this one called Snagglepuss. It's about this gay pink tiger. But it's a real good show. And I'm surprised they had like a gay tiger like all the way in the 60s in a cartoon. Like that's real progressive. I don't think they ever said he was gay, but when you just hear it, when you just like see him, you could just tell. But anyways, let's see. My favorite part of the song is Felix's part. Looking like a chef, fine 5-star Michelin. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, Snagglepuss, that cartoon is hilarious. It's on archive.org. By the way, Archive is like in need of support, so if y'all have change, you should just send it to them because they have such good pieces of media. Right? I'm just wondering if I made the eyes too close. Right, let me see. Let's just make the nostrils here. Right, so I think that's right. Alright, so let me get this. You know, I never really see teeth like this, but I think I'm gonna just keep it like how it usually is. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Let's see. I think might be done with the inside of the mouth, so let's do the outside now. And so let's copy this one and boom. And then just copy this. Alright, well, I'll just have to redo it with that specific one. In fact, I could do it manually, so let's go to the words area. Let's go words, word bubble. Alright, so let's go and tap here. So usually replaces it, so let's just do that. I don't think I had them go in a specific direction, so that should be fine. Alright, agree there. 5-star Michelin. Alright, I have still caught up on track. That is great. Alright, so alright, and I'm actually managing to stay awake a little bit longer now, so that is real good for me. I'm just gonna assume I'm at the right spot. Alright, so I'm gonna do that and copy. See, that's why I didn't want to do it. It looks pretty cool like that though, but that ain't what I'm looking for. So let's decrease it so it doesn't expand into that. Alright, the line is pretty fine. So let's do that and then just go and increase that. And then we fill it in. Let me just move that so I can see it a little bit better. Right, so got that. Let's actually make the scales a tad bigger. So that should be the basic idea of it. Since the bottom of it is kind of white, I can probably just color some of the bottom white. But first things first, let's go ahead and goodness gracious. Oh yeah. It's all merge. Alright, so that one was easy to do. Alright, I think I'm gonna go now. I'm glad I was able to drop in for a bit. See ya. Well, thank you for dropping by, Maricho. It was nice seeing you too. Oh, bye. And have a nice day. And have a nice day to everyone else too. Alright, let's see. But yeah. I wonder if now that I'll probably start falling asleep more again. Because I was borderline just falling asleep now. Alright, so let's see. I think this is probably looking good. Alright, so let's have that be that and that. Then I'm gonna add like a black pupil to it. The F. Okay. I decided to add just a slight amount of color to his eyes. Alright, so let's do that. This. That and that. They should have still have this kind of small eyes, don't you think? Alright, I think so. See, their eyes, they may be beady, but there's a slight amount of color to it. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so let's make it a little bit pinkish. So let me make that just slightly more red. Let's go to tools. Let's see. Alright, so we got this here, boom, bam. Right. But I recently heard about this new YouTube feature called hyping. You can just hype a streamer or hype like someone, and it would help their video get like more popular. It seems pretty neat. Alright, so here we are. I'm proud of that. So it works. I'm probably gonna have some water like dripping from it. I'll make it transparent water if anything. Was gonna have it follow like the ridges of each scale, but after that, this is gonna have to do. Alright, I was wondering if I should like have some of the boat start cracking. So hopefully that looks like just water dripping out of him, off of him. So that should be good. Right, so I think the fish looks good as it is. Just scratching my ear. So I think that's good. I was thinking about like having its tongue like exposed right there. Then again, when it's like intaking water in the shot, and I was also thinking about like having the mouth wide open like this, but I feel like it just fits the boat better. So I'm gonna just do that. Let's really start that. Fast, fast, fast. Okay. Okay, so skill one. Ow, my arm. Alright, so that's good. Alright. Let's actually eliminate everyone from that specific second image. But first, let's actually open the image out just a bit. So let's go to the building. So let's actually reshape some of these. Let's reshape the ones all the way in the back here. Drink. So let's do that. So let's have some of it just snap normally. So let's just do that. Alright, so let's add this and this. Alright. I am nearly out of time. Alright, so let's do... Alright, let's just do that to connect the textures in the back. Let's do this here too. And actually that looks pretty perfect back there. Alright, so we're gonna just have that, and I'm thinking have a bit of the banana mush come out too. Because this is a banana I'm talking about here. Alright, so I'm just gonna do that. Have this banana. Also have a little crack there. And there we go. Alright, so we have this mush, so let's just have some squirted out at the sides. So yeah, this fish is getting a very protein heavy meal. So that looks good. Let's also have like some of the mush around here. Alright, so that looks just fine. Alright, so that's fine like that. Let's actually add in some darkness here. Let's remove this. Alright, so let's go back to fish. I'm gonna add a little bit of the pink to this color here. Alright, so let's make this pink, transparent. A little bit of that. Alright, boom. Then we have this for the water, just to show that it's on the inside. Let's have that in the background in the building. Let's make that a little bit more aquatic. So I think that's fine. Let's do this. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. And let's actually have it rise out of this one too. So let's go with this. So let's do that, this. So we're just gonna connect it all at the bottom here. So it's a tad easier. So hopefully me doing that like made it like a tad more scary. Let's also erase some of this. So let's go to trees and erase some of the outline so it blends in a tad better. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I think that should be around big enough for the fish. Let's brighten that out just a tad. That will be good. Alright, so let's go back to tools and add like a little bit of liquids here. Actually, let's add that on after. I want to see if I can like do this completely. Alright, so that's basically all of the peoples there. So let's have all of these ones right here. I'm not gonna have any additional fairies right now, so we're just gonna do that. Sorry. So that looks good like that. And quite frankly, the fish looks better with that dark one under it, so rather than the tongue. So maybe I could just try doing. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that was in fish. That was in the building. Alright, so let's make it a tad darker. I think that was about it. So let's do that. And so let's just have like these little splinters here too. And let's see. I think I'll do this in a different part. I wonder if I can like just erase this. Right. That'll be too much to bother with. I'll make a new one in a different layer. So let's just copy this again. Copy, cut, new layer. So I'm just gonna have like a slight crack to it. I was gonna have it like lean like this, but nah. Let's see. Actually, I can do both. It would look better like that. Alright, so let's actually bring this layer up to above the fish. Alright, so let's go to trees. And have this one come up to about right here. And like so. They had like a special draw here. And that reveals that it was actually a little eraser right there. Alright, so let's do that. So there's that. Let's do this here. And that. There we go. Alright, so let's do that. Let's get fill it in right now. So got that. Let's just have the tip of the pencil here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's go to tools and do that. Let's decrease the opacity some. And that'll do fine. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so let's do that and make it black. And I think since this comic is only one page long, I can actually post it in the community post. So y'all can like read it. Excuse me. And I'm gonna try posting my comic on another website called Newgrounds, and hopefully they don't censor it there. And if they don't, then that will be my new home for the comics. Like, I posted Voidlands on there, and it seemed to not get taken down. So I'm hoping. So let's see. How is this looking? So we got a broken tin there. I just need to add some leaves, which are the sails, what they use for sails. Okay. So let's see. Got broken boat right there. I don't think it needs to break right at like the area there, right at the whatchamacallit. Right, but anyways. Oh, now that works. Okay. Clicked white. There we go. Alright, now for the difficult part. Right, so let's do this. The web would be about right here. About here, maybe. There's 2 pieces of web there. Alright. Now that's where, right here, and here is the finale. And that should be it for right there. And now let's just go ahead and do this part. And let's take that to trees. Yeah, trees is where it's at. Alright, so these guys, they control their boat with these leaves, and then they just fan it to wherever they want it to go to. So we got this here, so let's actually do this. Okay, so let's see. Let's actually have some of the leaf rip. I moved it over because I wanted more of that to be seen. Right. So that's better. We're gonna also just erase a little bit of the floor from underneath it. Other than that, that should be good. remembered all of it. Not all, I mean, I remembered enough of it. And it's enough where I can actually make a comic out of it, maybe like a one-shot. Would be better than the little comic book I was thinking about. In my humble opinion, it would be have a better message rather than everything being right. But yeah, it could be something neat. Okay, it's lagging again. So this should save. But yeah, I need to get more music playlists to listen to. Like I have Animal Crossing, but it's not. I never downloaded Animal Crossing. It wasn't like actual music that I actually have. It. Oh no! Man, let's move that back over. Then I can just break a little bit more of the books. Because it's blocking the T now. Yeah, I don't know why it's making all of those laggings. Since it's lagging, maybe it's like audibly. Yeah, I figured.